It is almost 2 months now when the Gulf Livestock One tragedy had occurred. The families and friends and relatives of the missing crew members are still hoping, praying, and carrying out the search through the satellite imagery. I had seen the intensity and eagerness of the members of the epic group which they had created. Yet, the only thing they had found is a life jacket in one of a small island in Japan. Will they find the missing crew members? Or will it end on a negative result? I want to share my opinion and suggestion for them on a probability on where to find the missing crew members. But first, I want to share the screenshots of the interview to the two survivors. These were taken from the FB group and FB page which was created by the families, relatives, and friends of the missing crew members. There are statements which are either confusing or conflicting, and I will base my opinion from the statements of the two survivors. According to the chief officer, he jumped at around 0100 hours in the morning. He was assuming that the others were still sleeping in the cabin. He had done his life jacket when he was in the water. The last message of the captain through the radio was, "All hands, wear your life jackets," followed by, "I cannot announce on PA," and the message was cut. He did not hear anything to prepare the lifeboat. He saw the captain and the third officer on the starboard bridge wing. Again, he mentioned at 0100 hours, he noticed the ship was listing heavily. He called on the bridge through the radio, and the third officer answered it was 30 degrees. The third officer was still present at that time, although it was already the watch of the second officer. Now, let us see some of the statements of the AB. According to him, there were three of them who was going to the bridge. But on his other account, he mentioned that he was accompanied by two Peters, two AB, and two stockmen. He also said he heard on the radio that the bosun was on port side. According to him, he was still in his cabin when he noticed that the ship was listing or tilting heavily. And when he answered the question of the captain, he replied, "We are here on the port side." Then there was a big wave that washed them out. It was about 3 to 5 minutes when they were ordered to proceed to the bridge until the time they were washed out. Now, let us summarize their statement. According to the chief officer, when he called on the bridge at 1 o'clock in the morning, it was the third officer who answered 30 degrees, but it was already the watch of the second officer. It means that duty 12 to 4 AB was also present. Perhaps the AB whose watch is 8 to 12 was also there. According to the chief officer, he saw the captain and the third officer in the bridge wing. So let us assume who among them who were on the bridge and who are out of the accommodation, who have a chance of escaping or had a chance to jump to the water. Of course, foremost are the chief officer and A.B. Janel. And on the bridge, it was the captain, the second officer, third officer, and the two A.B. According to A.B. Janel, he heard on the walkie-talkie that the bosun was on port side. On his first statement, he was saying there were other two with him. But on his second statement, he was saying that the two Peter, two AB, and two stockmen were with him. So including the chief officer and AB Janel and the bosun, there were a minimum of 15 who had a chance to escape and jump to the sea. But remember, the bosun said, "We are in port side." But according to A.B. Janel, when the captain called him, the captain told him that everybody were already in the bridge. This is very confusing. So who else were really present in the bridge? The other 13 or so. But first, let us talk about crew members which I mentioned that had a chance to jump to the sea. If most of them were not wearing their life jackets, they have no chance to remain afloat for a long time, especially if they are lifeless. There are many sharks and other fishes which will consume their body unless they manage to board the missing life rafts. According to Janel, it took about 3 to 5 minutes when the ship had capsized. The event was very fast, unless it is true that everybody were all present in the bridge. But it is contrary to what Janel had said, that there were 6 others with him. What about the group of the bosun? So, there is a strong possibility that most of the missing crew were either in their cabin or some of the engineers were still in the engine control room who were manning the engine and the generator. And they were not able to escape since the ship was already flooded and had capsized and rested on her starboard side. For sure, the generator had stopped. It will be difficult for them to find their way. The chief officer saw the captain and the third officer on the bridge wings. If they were on the bridge, they should have go along with the captain. One question is, when the chief officer saw the captain, was it before the vessel had capsized? So where are the others who were in the bridge? Did they stay inside the bridge and were unable to open the door to come out until the vessel had capsized and sank after 15 minutes? They have a lot of time to escape. But remember, the ship was already rested on its side, so the port side door was already above their head. How will they climb to reach the door? I am assuming the height is more or less 10 meters. And perhaps when the ship suddenly capsized, most of them were thrown downwards. Perhaps some of them got injured or hurt. And how difficult for them to find their way out on a complete darkness. But what happened to the captain and the third officer who were on the bridge wings? If they were not able to jump, there was a probability the ship brought them along to the bottom because of the water vortex. Of course, alive or not, they will surely float since they were wearing the life jackets. This is my opinion. Somehow, some of them were able to jump to the sea. But most of the missing crew were trapped inside the ship. Remember, they were unprepared. The order should have been given much earlier for everybody to muster in the bridge and to prepare the lifeboat and to abandon the ship. Until this time, the families of the missing seafarers are united on giving their efforts and are continuously carrying out the search. Their search was focused on the sea surface only, but they are not searching on the other place where there is a higher probability they can find the other missing crew members. That is at the bottom of the sea and inside the Gulf Livestock 1. There are unmanned submersible which can do this thing. They can make a petition to the owner of the ship, or if the owner will not heed their request, then they can file a case. We really do not know where are the other missing crew members. Were they trapped inside the Gulf Livestock 1? The two survivors can give some more clearer details. But the most important thing that can give an answer is the BDR. The BDR must be found. It is like the black box on the airplane. It contains many valuable information, including the voice recording of the conversation inside and outside the bridge. They will be able to know who were present on the bridge and the last actions that they had taken.
Come on, subscribe now. Don't you ever hesitate. It's a Seaman YouTube channel, everybody can relate. Captain's Media Chronicles, the best channel for me and to all the Filipino seamen and their family. Captain's Media Chronicles. Captain's Media Chronicles.